Hi, everybody, and thank you for checking out our Indiegogo page for Never Return. In this video, I am going to show you how to navigate the Indiegogo if you have not crowdfunded before and helped an independent film. This will be a good way to help you navigate purchase, all the different perks and whatnot, reading through everything. So if you have any questions or any other perk requests, feel free to comment or message me at Never Return Movie or at Bryn underscore, or also on Facebook at Brene Dami. Again, like I said, if you have any questions or any perk requests, feel free to message me. But let's get into it. Alrighty, guys. So I'm going to share my screen. Alrighty, so when you go to indiegogo.com, so it's indiegogo.com, and then you will go to the search crowdfunding bar right here, and then you type in Never Return Final. And we are currently the second one right here. So we have 42% of our $50,000 minimum budget. Obviously, the more we get, the bigger things will be, and we can have longer shooting schedules, so on and so forth. So before we get into the perks and I show you an example of how to get a perk, you can watch our campaign video at the top and scroll through. You can watch our past campaign video. I have some behind the scenes pictures with the cast. We have two new cast announcements. Hannah Sarah is playing Jamie, and Allie Hale, or as she goes by, Allie Joe, she will be playing Carter. And so as we scroll down, this is a little bit about the project. Our little tagline is "They have been waiting for you." You'll find out who they are next year. So we talk about the beginning and how Never Return was created, our timeline. Our pre-production has been 2.5 years. Our biggest holdback has been funding. So once we get the funding that we need, we will be able to get on set and make this film and get it out to the horror fans, by horror fans, for you guys. There's a little bit of why you should contribute. Like I said, our minimum goal to get on set in August of this year is $50,000. We are currently 42% raised. And as you continue to scroll down, you get to see who's attached to the film. Our ensemble talent, who is incredible. We have Kaylee Hyman, Josh Riley, Carmine Alvezio, Carla Burbano, Candice Eyre, Anthony Dane, Alexis Nicole Neuenschwander, Hannah Sarah, Allie Hale, and Isabella Carlson. There are a few more casting announcements coming soon, so stay tuned for those. I am your head writer, director, and producer of the film. We have Chris Haggett, who is our director of photography and also our editor of the film. He and I will be co-editing together. He is incredible and such a force, and I can't wait for you to see his cinematography. He's just incredible, and he's willing to go lengths that is just wild. So I'm telling you right now, we're shooting with a red camera. Those are cameras that they use to shoot the Avengers movies. So this is going to be a wild ride. We have Roman Jossart. He's going to be our first assistant camera, pulling focus. He is somebody I met on a film set a couple years ago called Macabre Mountain. He has done his own film recently that he worked for 5 years on. Funding majority of the time is what holds independent back because we aren't studio budget. We either bring our own money in, which a majority of our 42% that we have right now is coming from me and then from our past crowdfunding campaigns. So I applaud him for doing everything he's done with Placid Park. So stay tuned for Placid Park. We have the amazing Lily Connor as our first assistant director and our script supervisor. We have Tim Long and JP LeBeau for our gaffers and electric. And we have the incredible Matt Marlette and Ruby. They are extremely talented. They have created new masks for the killers in our film, and I think you're really going to love them. They're badass and very detailed, but also simplistic in their own way. So I'm excited for everybody to see the new masks. Luke Damai, he will be our head chef handling catering for the entire shoot. And our production assistants are Bryn Hemmings, my father and my mother, Kim and Jason Damai, Rob Sandlin, Cody Scott. They are all incredible human beings. I've worked with them on multiple different levels, and they're just wonderful and ready to help us out on set, which is really great. And I can't wait to finally work with them on a set. All right, so let's go through some of these perks very quickly, and then I will give an example on if you were to go through with a purchase for a perk. You do not have to get a perk in order to contribute to the film. You can donate $1. And any amount that you would like if you don't want a perk or you can't get a perk. That's the beauty of IndieGoGo is you can, again, still contribute without purchasing a perk. So our first perk is $5, and that is a personalized video from me. We have a social media shout out, which those who have already purchased that will be starting up very soon. Within the next month or so, I will be starting social media shout outs on the Never Return Movie Instagram and my personal Facebook. We have special thanks in the end credits. This is personally one of my favorites. I upped the amount to give more availability because this is one of the most popular ones on a majority of IndieGoGo campaigns. Your name will be put in the end credits of our film as well as on IMDb, and that is the database for film and television industry. Then we have a personalized video from Rick Stasinski, selfie guy from Terrifier 2. He is incredible, and I will be teaming up with him to make replica masks from his studio, 13X Studios. Love his work. I showed an example in our campaign video of a couple of the masks that I have personally gotten from him. He is very talented and he really cares about his business and the product he puts out. So it'll definitely be worth the purchase. We have customized t-shirts. They will be black and have the Never Return logo on them. If you aren't sure what the logo looks like, and if you haven't seen it yet, it is at the end credit of our teaser trailer, and I have also posted it in the post that I just made for the IndieGoGo on my Facebook. Next, we have the editing room. This is one of our newest perks. This is where you get to sit in the editing room on Zoom with Chris and I while we are editing the film. We have a personalized video from Kaylee Hyman, the amazing, talented Kaylee Hyman, who I just adore, for $53. Screen used mask. This will be used from set. So they will come signed by me, Matt, and Ruby, the makers of the masks, and then those who are playing the killers, which you may or may not find out. So stay tuned for that. We have a video chat with me on set, so you'll be able to hop on Zoom just like this while I am directing, while we are filming, while we're running scenes. You can see everything that's going on. You get to watch the scene unfold. You get to hear me and watch me direct. You get to see the actors. You get to say hello to the actors and the crew. So you're getting an opportunity that won't be part of our behind the scenes videos. It's more personal. And again, it's an experience that you have not experienced before, even with seeing behind the scenes photos, behind the scenes videos, how the film's made kind of thing that a lot of people put into their DVDs. Your brand in the film. So if you have a podcast, if you have a small business, anything that pertains to a business can be put in this film. We've had a decent amount at this point contribute, and a lot of those podcasts and businesses, the actors will be wearing the t-shirts. There'll be little postcards that you'll be able to like have a little Easter egg of throughout the film, like those little things. It'll bring awareness to your business. It'll bring awareness to your podcast. It'll bring awareness to your films. Whatever you would like to do as far as that perk goes, feel free to get that one as well. We have a customized shadow box. This is another perk that I showed an example of in our campaign video. I am teaming up with Vulgar Den. He does amazing products when it comes to these shadow boxes, and they will all be different. So that means one of a kind and rare. You will not have any duplicate from anybody else at any time. And unless I speak with him about doing them in the future for him to take to shows, because he does attend conventions and has people purchase these, which is how I met him. Um, this is a one-time opportunity, and again, they are rare. If they end up selling out and they become high demand, I will add more. But as of right now, they are five. There's only 5 available to claim, and they are $80. Then we have a video chat with the cast and crew opportunity that will be the entire ensemble, as well as myself and our DP, Chris Hackett. You get to ask questions. I will record the interaction all together. And I will be sending an email once we are able to get a date together with everybody. So that way it is a smoother process. If I'm not mistaken, I think I put it into 2 groups. And it will be 15 groups of 15. Next, we have a signed script. So you will have the actual script in your hand, signed by the cast as well as me. And then we have screen used wardrobe. So this is basically anything the actors were wearing. If you would like it signed or authenticated, I can get that arranged. My amazing private acting coach, she is also a casting director, the amazing Pamela Kramer, has offered 2 energy readings, 2 30-minute energy readings. This is at a discounted price. She normally sells them, I want to say, for 180 or 195, around that range. So she said, go ahead and discount it, offer this. She is an incredible human being. She's a medium. She has a lot of gifts. She is just an incredible person, and I am grateful for all of the time that I've been able to train with her, and I hope to get back to training with her soon. And then we also have survival kits. So our first one is first aid. Then we have feature your film. So there are 2 different scenes where the cast is watching films. So I wanted to give the opportunity to any filmmakers, whether it's a short film or a feature film, if you would like to put that in our film. We will be showing clips periodically as the cast is watching it in the scene. We also have signed slates that will be used on set. Another new perk is our voiceover role. We have 2 available, so make sure you grab those super quick. We have 2 different signed mural options. I showed the white tile version as an example in our campaign video. Our second one is a penny brown tile, but they will be spray painted red and black and then signed. And then moving on to more survival kits, we have our second one, which I renamed to Even If It Ends Us. Each one has a different amount of perks within them as far as what is available in them, basically. So each survival kit is different, and they keep leveling up, and there's more added per each one. We also have the signed poster by the entire cast and the entire crew. Our third survival kit is called the Killer Finale. Then we have a 3-day internship. So a lot of our cast loves the internship offer. I decided to extend it to 3 days instead of 2. So you can go ahead and come on set with us. You get to learn from the lighting department, me, our camera department, our production assistants. You'll be able to assist with them, all the little things. The only thing that I will not be allowing anybody to do, unless they are comfortable with it and ended up driving to set and are willing to use their own vehicle, is transportation in certain senses. But I would rather you have the experience on set and learn from all of us while you are there. Then we have the survival kit number 4, cast favorites. This is a clump of what the cast would recommend as a perk and what they enjoy the most out of the IndieGoGo. Then we have the featured EMT or police officer. You will have a few lines. You'll be able to work with our leads in a scene on set. And we only have 2 of those available. And then we have the associate producer, which is $1,000. and our Angel, the executive producer, which is 10,000. I added the amount that could be claimed for that one from 2 to 4. So I am going to use, apparently it chose for me. So we're going to do a signed slate example purchase today. And for this perk, I only said you can purchase one at a time because there is a limited amount. So you would click on the perk that you would want to purchase, and then you hit proceed to checkout. If you do not have an IndieGoGo account, it'll ask you for your information. So your first and last name, your email address, your shipping address, because this would be shipped to you. And then your card information, of course. And I'm gonna have to figure out how to, well, I mean, you saw the last 4 of my card. That must get edited out. Excuse me, guys. I'm still getting over a cold, so my voice is shot. Okay, so after you put in your card information, you'll check all your details, make sure everything's correct. Now, I do want to point this out because this is very important in a lot of senses. And some people are like, wait, I thought it was only 110. Why is it 132? So there is an IndieGoGo tip. If you hit the question mark, this says helps campaigns keep their fees low. So basically, from my knowledge, from what I've heard, the tip just goes to the IndieGoGo company themselves. That part does not come to our film. So you can adjust it if you would like to change the tip. So they give a couple of different amounts. My assumption, 10, 20, 30% of what the total is. Kind of like as if you were to go to a restaurant and you're deciding what to tip the waiter or waitress. So you can hit other amount and you can change it to $1. You can change it to $0. You can change it to $60. You can tip IndieGoGo whatever you would like, but just know, excuse me, I'm so sorry. But just know that you can adjust it before you check out. So don't be alarmed when you see like a higher price and you're like, wait, no. It was 110. Why is it higher? It's because there's an IndieGoGo tip. Again, you can adjust it if you don't want to decide on any of the numbers that they left here. You can just hit other amount and change it from there. And then there is a little disclaimer here for IndieGoGo. Crowdfunding is not shopping. Your contribution is a way to support an enterpriser, but does not guarantee that you will receive a perk. Any refunds after June 5th, 2025 are the responsibility of the campaign owner, me, at their discretion. So with that being said, obviously you get the perk on here, you're going to get it shipped to you. My goal is to have all the perks out and ready to go within 6 months of finishing filming. If it takes any longer, I will be posting updates on all the social media accounts, as well as here on IndieGoGo. You will get updates when I post them once you make a purchase because it'll go to your email. And then you have to check that you agree with the terms and the privacy policy here. I'd like exclusive perks in my inbox. That would kind of be if I make any changes or there's another campaign, those kind of things. And then once you go through everything, make sure everything's correct and changed how you want to change it. You just hit submit payment, and then you have supported the Never Return film. Okay, and then lastly, what I wanted to show you was how to make your own donation of your own choice. So you would just click, let me go back here. So you would click pick your perk instead of scrolling down to go through the other perks. And it says make a contribution at the top on a laptop. Now, if you're on a cellular device, I can't speak English, goodness gracious, a mobile device, you would scroll all the way to the end of the perks and it will be a little box where it again states that you would make your own contribution. You can change the amount, $1. I think, right? There we go. So at first, I don't know why it wasn't letting me do $1, but again, you can just then adjust it. It just states here that it does not include a perk, obviously, but if you can only do $1, again, make sure you double check the tip right here, and adjust it as you want. I am super excited to get on set with everybody and create this incredible film that is my baby. Wrote this when I was 16 and put it on stage when I was in high school. Knew that I wanted to make it one day, and now here we are. We had to hold off because of the writers and actors strikes that were happening, and then just a lot of different things started changing, and we had to adapt. And at the end of the day, I want to make sure that we have everything that we need. Everybody is paid, everything is paid off and ready to go before we roll camera on day one. That has always been my top priority, to make sure everybody's taken care of, everybody feels comfortable, everybody feels safe, and we're having a good time. Independent film is not studio backed. We depend on crowdfunding. We depend on our friends and family to support this, contribute, sharing. We put a lot of faith in ourselves as filmmakers. We put in a lot of our own money. The reason why we have 42% of our budget is because I'm putting in a heavy amount myself on top of what we have from the last campaigns. And I personally really believe in this project. I know it could go places, but it also boils down to the amazing cast and crew that have stuck by me, that are professionals and really care about storytelling and love what they do. And I want you guys to be able to see them on screen, in theaters, on screen, at home, streaming. I want you guys to be able to see all their names. I want you guys to be able to see your own name in the end credits and know, oh my goodness, I was able to support an independent horror comedy slasher to get somewhere. I think it's really important to support the industry itself and support each other, but really support independent film, because we are such boots in the mud, digging and doing everything we can to bring original ideas that we're passionate about. So thank you guys for all the love and support. If you have any questions or any perk requests, reach out to me. I hope this video was helpful. If you still have any confusion or issues, go ahead and make sure to message me. Again, at Never Return Movie, at Bryn _ or at Bryn A Dami on Facebook, BRYNDAMI _ on Instagram, and then BRYNADAMI for Bryn A Dami on Facebook. And then, like I said, Never Return Movie is our main film page. I check my social medias very often, especially during the campaign times, so that way I'm getting back to everybody as quickly as possible. If there's a little specific perk that you would like to create for yourself, I am definitely happy to chit chat with you and find the right price for you. I don't want anybody to feel like, oh, I can't get this perk, I don't know what to do. Reach out to me. I want you guys to be able to not only support us, but if there's a perk you would really like to get, I want to be able to work that out for you. So again, for the millionth time, thank you. And I will be talking to you on Friday, April 25th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we can talk more IndieGoGo. You can ask questions on Facebook Live. So go ahead and friend me, or make sure you follow me so you get the notification of when I go live. Thank you guys. Talk soon.